Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all my subscribers. Hope you're well. Let's get into this video. Black people, you are good enough. I was having a conversation with one of my friends the other day about Hurricane Irma and the great devastation that it's caused in the Caribbean. So we talked about Hurricane Irma. So I saw an article, it was on the front page of a newspaper, and if you're in London you'll know the newspaper, the Evening Standard. So the front page was race to save Brits from hurricane. I think it was something like that. I'll try and insert an image anyway, but it was race to save Brits. And in the back of my mind I was thinking, oh Lord, don't let this just be an article about saving tourists, British tourists from these Caribbean islands. Because most of these Caribbean islands, well not most, some of these Caribbean islands that are affected by the hurricane are British overseas territories. So like Barbuda, Anguilla, British Virgin Islands amongst more are British overseas territories. So they are ruled by the Queen, and the residents are British nationals. So in my head I was thinking, oh, these residents are British people as well, just as much as the tourists are British. So anyway, I sent the picture to my friend, and I was like, is this white privilege or is it not? And his response was, we are second class. And I was like, what? Like, do you really believe this? Now, bear in mind that this is a very successful black guy. Not even a black guy, a black man. He's a very successful black man in London, and he's worked hard to reach certain levels that not everybody, let's be real, not everybody is going to reach in life. And he's reached those levels and he's enjoying his levels of success, and he's enjoying a good lifestyle. So in my head I was thinking, you're a successful black man who's worked hard, and you still subliminally, or even not subliminally, you outwardly still believe or think that because you are black, or because we are black, that we are seen as second class citizens. I just found that really, I found it really sad and really hard to like take in, because I know society these days, there's the whole hot topic and the whole term of white privilege. Now if you don't know, white privilege is the society concept. It's like a hierarchical concept that if you are white or of a lighter complexion, then it will be or is somewhat easier for you in life to attain certain things, or attain a certain lifestyle, or reach certain levels, or reach certain points. So yeah, so that is basically the premise of white privilege, that this white privilege concept or complex is actually getting internalized by black people, by people in general, and it's leading us, or black people as a race, to believe that we are lesser, or that we are second class. And I know I can't talk for everybody, but I know for certain people they are finding that they are internalizing it. Maybe not even purposely, maybe subliminally, they are internalizing and equating being black with being less of a person. And that really upset me, because when I was younger, I was born and I grew up in a predominantly, well, a 99.999% white area. So from a very, very young age, I always knew there was black, there was white, and that I was different from everybody else. When I was at school, there was me and my brother. My brother's a year younger than me. So in my year, I was the only black person in my whole year. And my brother was a year younger than me, so he was in the year below me. So there was me and my brother, and for quite a while, from I think about from like reception to about year 5 or 6 at primary school, we were the only 2 black kids in the whole year. And then by year 5 and year 6, some more kids of an ethnic minority came to the school. So me and my brother always knew that we were different. But when you're younger and when you're that age, as kids, you don't really see colour. Well, you know that you're different, but the first thing that you see isn't colour, and you don't think, oh, well, for me personally, and at our school, I personally didn't encounter any racism firsthand, or anybody look at me that I was different. We all just played together. All my friends were white, and that was just how it was, and that was how it was. And I never saw myself as oh, I'm black, so I'm lesser than them. I never had that feeling or that complex. So growing up and actually knowing that people actually thought that and that it was a thing was like a really big shock to me. I'll always remember after I finished primary school, and when you got a bit older, so when I got to like high school, year 7, year 9, and all the different primary schools, they all mixed together when you get to high school. So when I got to high school, there was quite a lot more ethnic minority. Had a lot of different, it was diverse school, we had a lot of different ethnic backgrounds. So when I got to high school now, that was the first time that I felt like I encountered any racism firsthand. So I'll never forget this day. I was at school, I think I was like year 8 or 9, let's say year 9. I was year 9 at school. And I think I was walking through the playground, because at school we had the girls' playground and the boys' playground and the mixed playground. So the girls' playground, the boys' playground, the boys used to play football. There was a mixed playground where everybody mixed together. So I think I was walking through the mixed playground, and there was this one guy, I think he was in year 10 or 11. So you know, like when you're like year 8, year 9, you're like young, and year 10, 11, they're all like, oh my gosh, these big boys. So I think I was walking past, and this guy, he just made like this gorilla noise to me, and I was just like, what? Like, is that to me? I was like, what? So anyway, I just I went home, and I told my mum like what happened, and she was like, she was pretty she said to me like, okay, who said it? What happened? What did you say after? And when it happened, I didn't say anything. I think I just carried on walking. I didn't even take it in, because I didn't really see it. Now this is going to sound really strange, but I didn't really deep it as, oh my gosh, this guy's being racist, because still at that age, I didn't, because I'd grown up around, like at school, it was all white people. I didn't think that I was different. I don't know, it's hard to explain that. I'd never encountered that before. I'd never encountered somebody commenting on my race or commenting on the fact that I was different. I think I went home and told my mum, and then the next day, oh my gosh, because my mum used to drive us to school in the mornings. So the next day we was driving to school, and we was driving down this street, and we saw the guy. And I said to my mum, I think I just said to my mum, that's the guy that said it to me yesterday. and she stopped the car, and I was like, Mum, please, no, don't get out of the car, don't get out of the car. Because you know when you're at school, I was like, please, Mum, don't get out of the car, please, Mum, don't get out of the car, please, Mum, don't get out of the car. And she got out of the car and spoke to the kid. I just said to him, like, I don't even know what she said to him, but I think she must have just said to him, like, what do you say to my daughter? And that was a nice thing to say. But I was mortified when she did that. I was, oh, like, I wanted the world to swallow me up. And I was just like, oh my gosh, if I see this kid in school again, he's gonna make my life hell, blah, 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 Ray. And the second incident that I encountered was, me and my brother was walking to the shop down the road from our house. And again, the area that we lived in was a predominantly white area. So we was walking to the shop, and there were some kids sitting on a wall right across the road. So I think we'd gone to the shop and we was walking back, me and my brother, and these kids just stopped and again shouted grill noises. I went, ooh, grill noises to me and my brother. And me and my brother was just like, and granted, I was with my brother, and my brother was younger than me, and I was just like, what is this? So anyway, I went home, and this time I don't think I told Mum what happened. I never saw anything different. I just knew that I was black and everybody else was white. It was only when I moved down south. So I moved down south about 4 to 5 years ago. So I was in my early 20s. I was showing how old I am. So I was in my early 20s. I just finished university. So I thought, yay, finished university, woo, I want to move away from home. So I moved south. So here was me, a black girl from a white town. So I moved south. And it's only when I moved south now did I get to deep this whole new world of like colorism. I was just so oblivious to all this, and I just moved here and I was like, whoa. Because when I was back home, back up north, there was, you were black and you were white, and that was it. Understand that you could be black, but then you could be dark, or you could be light, or you could be brown, or you could be XYZ. And I was just like, whoa. I never had, when I was back home, I never had to deal with the concept of you're a black person, but if you are darker, then you are lesser than if you are a lighter black person, then you are seen as prettier, more beautiful, XYZ. Now me now, as a dark black person, I was lost. Because me now, I was so naive to all this. I would see another black person, I'd be like, yeah, yes, a black person, yes. But I didn't realise that there was this whole, you're dark and I'm light, so I'm better than you, or guys ain't gonna like you. No, that's another thing, guys. When I was back home, it was all like white guys. So like I never got asked out on dates, never got Valentine's cards, I never got any of that at school. Like at school we would have, when it came to Valentine's Day, we would have like these secret Valentines where kids in the class would write a card for another person in the class and you give it to the teacher, and then it would be anonymous and then they would get handed out. And I never ever got a like a Valentine's card or anything like that. Nobody ever fancied me, nobody wanted to kiss me, XYZ. That never bothered me because I just thought, okay, I'm different, like I'm different. I'm not what you're used to seeing every day. I'm not the standard of beauty that is seen. So I was just like, okay, that's cool. Whatever's gonna be is gonna be. So when I move south now, and you're getting to start to like get to know like guys, black guys and other guys, it's only then did I realise that there was this undercurrent of, if you're dark or darker, then guys are not going to want to be around you, or not going to want to talk to you. Now I know it's not just about looks. It could be, you might have a horrible personality, or you might just not be a nice person. Now me, I'm not gassing myself up, but I think I've got a pretty lit personality. I think I'm pretty lit personality. So I don't think it's that. I don't think it was that. So when I'm hearing this now, oh, you're nice but you're a bit dark, or I don't date dark girls, or I don't date black girls, or RaineyRae, I was just like, but you're black and I'm black, so how can you say to me that you don't want to date me, or you don't fancy me because I'm black when you're black? I was just like, my mind was boggled. I just didn't understand it. Like I didn't get it. Sorry, I didn't get it now. Still don't get it. Like I know, don't get me wrong, I know everybody can have and does have their preferences, and that is totally fine. And it's fine to have a preference. It's when you turn that preference into then belittling whatever is not your preference. So it's like me saying, oh, I prefer yellow guys, or I prefer a blue guy, and I hate all green guys or red guys. That is not a preference. That is you being prejudiced against all the other guys. If I just said, you know what, my preference is yellow guys, that's it, end of. That's my preference. So anyway, yeah, growing up north, I didn't encounter any of that, because it was a, you're black, I'm white, that was it. It was only when I came south now that I realised this. You're black, but you have to be light, dark, brown, not brown, curly hair, not curly hair, 4C, 4C, 4B, 4A, 3D, 3C, 3A, X, Y, Z. I was just like, oh my god, it's so confusing. What is this? What is this that's going on? What is this? Why can't it just be you are pretty, or you are not pretty? You have a lit personality. You don't have a lit personality. I like your hair. I don't like your hair. Why can't it be that easy, Lord? Why? Yeah, I just wanted this video to be an uplifting video. A video to just say, you are enough. Black people are not, we are not second class citizens. We are first class, second class, third class, fourth class, fifth class. We're all the class of citizens. We are everybody, and we are all perfectly imperfect human beings. And just because my skin is darker, or my skin is lighter, or my eyes are darker, or my eyes are lighter, or my hair's curlier, not curlier, weave, not weave, real, not real, that is not who you are. Who you are is in here. All this outside, all this can within reason be changed. I can change my weave tomorrow. I can wear contacts tomorrow. I could get plastic surgery tomorrow and I'd be a different person on the outside, but inside I am still going to be the same RaineyRae. I'm still going to be my lit personality, lit. I'm still going to be my lit person. So it's not about what's on the outside. It's about learning to love who you are on the inside and learning to love you, learn to love yourself. Now I know it sounds really weird and really vain and really self-indulgent, but sometimes you just have to be self-indulgent. You have to look after yourself and do things for you, because if you don't, you're gonna end up unhappy and end up feeling unfulfilled in your life. I feel the most happiest and the most successful people in life are the people that do things for themselves and do things that make them happy. And sometimes, yeah, you have to be selfish, and sometimes you have to think, I have to step away from this situation, I have to step back because this isn't making me happy. Sometimes you have to do that for yourself. Otherwise, if you don't look after yourself, then what else is there? We're only on this earth for a relatively short amount of time, and we've only got one shot at this thing that we call life, and we've just got to live every day. I know it's a cliche, but live every day as if it was and is your last, and just make yourself as happy and as fulfilled as you can. I'm not saying go out there and F everybody else and do what you want to do. That's totally not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there is times where you have to put yourself first and realise that you are important, and what you think and what you feel matters. And I know a lot of the time we are used to and conditioned to believe that we should be doing things to make X, Y, Z happy, or you're in a relationship and you've got to keep your partner happy. And yeah, that's true. You've got to compromise as well, but there is also the fact that you're only you, and you can only be you. You can't be anybody else. So if you're gonna be you for the rest of your life, you're gonna have to look after you, and self-care. Take time to look after yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you liked my chit chat video. I hope it wasn't too rambly. I hope you liked this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye guys.